God bless you, everyone. This is the first of many videos that I want to make today. I'm really backed up with the words that God has been speaking to me. I've just been very busy. So God has been speaking to me about giving me these lyrics from this song. And it's a secular song, but it's just basically, he says, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. And so and then I have, for the picture up there, I have, basically this emotionless face. And so God is just saying that, he's not telling you to go gamble, but what he's telling you is that some of you put your stuff all out there. Just you put it all out there. It's written all over your face, and it, not only is it written all over your face, you verbalize that, what's going on in your life, what's happening to you, the great ideas that you have. And God is saying that you need to know when to open your mouth, know when to close it, know when certain opportunities are for you and when they're not for you. You have to keep you have to keep a straight face. You have to know, you know what I mean? You can't just assume that everyone has your best interest at heart. There's certain people, you have your certain people that you tell things to, and there's certain people that you can't open your mouth to. And you also have to recognize in other people that they know how to hold a face straight without, so that you don't know what's going on in the inside. You don't know their intentions, you know. And so you basically have to, in these days and times, you have to conduct yourself in such a way that you're wise, and you keep things to yourself. You keep things to yourself. You have your certain set of maybe one friend or a couple friends, godly friends that you confide in. And I was just saying, keep it that way. You have your time with God where you just let loose and you let him, you just tell him everything and pour out your heart before him. But you can't do that with everybody you see on the street, or everybody in your workplace, or your boss, or whatever. There's certain things that you have to resolve, that I need to keep this to myself. I know that was very short message, and it seems very straightforward, but somebody needs this reminder, because I keep hearing the song over and over again, and I'm like, God, I'm not even like that. I don't, I learned very early on what happens when you put things out there, or if you, like, say you give your best idea, and then your supervisor takes it and makes it seem like they came up with it. You know what I mean? There's an opportune time where you need to divulge certain information, So instead of going to my supervisor and telling her this great idea that I had, I should have waited till we had the staff meeting, and then could have told the great idea to everybody, so that way everyone would have known that it wasn't her idea. And so God is just saying, you have to know when to release certain things, when to keep certain things. And also it can go bigger than that. You have to know when to walk away from certain situations. You have to know when it's just like, you know what? Okay, well, maybe I just do need to walk away. And some situations, you need to, instead of walking away, you need to run. Like, God is just saying, you need to run. But all these things you need to go before the Father anyway. Go before God and just pray on it and help and ask him to let you know what to do in certain situations, you know. So like David, he was always like, well, God, should I go up? Okay, and which way you want me to go? You know what I mean? God be like, yes, go up and do this and wait for this sound or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So go to God for your instruction on the deeper things. You know, there's certain things that you have to make a decision in a split second. You don't have time to, seek the Lord for whatever, because there's certain things that happen right there in front of your face. But if you are proactive rather than reactive, meaning you go to God in the morning, you seek him in the morning, you will see everything that God will prepare you in his way. He will prepare you to be able to meet the challenges and the decisions of that day. It can't be I can't overstate it, because it is so important. It's vital that you seek the Lord in the morning, because that way, when things present themselves, certain situations, decisions, opportunities, problems, whatever it may be, when they present themselves, certain surprises that happen throughout the day, when they present themselves, you'll already be prepared. You'll have the answer, you know. Even if it still happens as a surprise, God will have already downloaded the solution inside of you, even though you don't even know it's there, but it'll come out, you know. So it can even be it can even be that time that if you're a dreamer, that time in the morning, you know, you spend with God and you're like, okay, I know I had this dream, let me write it down. And, you know, you ask the Lord to interpret the dream or whatever. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But when that situation happens during the day, you'll have the answer from the time that you took in the morning to sit there before the Lord and prep. I mean, not prep, it's the time you sat there before the Lord to try to interpret that dream, whether you got the interpretation or not. It could be the time you spent last week that would help you for whatever you're going to see in this day, or whatever's going to present itself in this day. So I can't overstate the importance of being proactive rather than reactive. And that's what we do every day when we cut out prayer and fasting. And you have to, and some people say, well, I'm not a morning person, because trust me, I'm not. But some people say, well, I'm not a morning person. Well, if you can at all, even like at night before you go to bed, you know, pray for the day to come, because there's a lot of things that the enemy tries to do to just destroy your day. A lot of things he tries to, throw at you. A lot of darts he tries to throw at you. But if you are proactive, meaning you actively seek God before you start your day, if you're proactive, then you're going to have the answers. Everything that you need is going to be within you to deal with those certain situations. And I know that to be true, because I am shocked at when there's things that happen that I have to be like on my toes. I have the answer for, like, almost immediately. And I know it's because of the time that I spent in that morning. I know it's the time that I spent with the Lord that enables me to be able to make quick decisions, or to be on my toes. So again, better to be proactive than reactive. God, when you spend time with God, he'll begin to show you things afar off and you can see it coming a mile away and you'll be able to plan for it, you know. So, but again, I hope y'all don't get the earworm like I have with that song, but it keeps playing for hopefully now that I've released it, I won't have to hear it. So, God bless you, and hopefully I'll be on here again.